or whenever you are ready. Okay, so I guess starting off, what topic do you think we should start off with?
Uh, Wait, let me go to the.
Should we introduce ourselves?
Yes. My name is Grayson, and this is my podcast for
Your
now.
podcast?
Uh, yes.
Like we're talking singular, like just your podcast?
Okay, this is our podcast.
Thank you. Thank you. This is the Brandon Grayson Show.
The
That feels
title
better.
the title is work in progress.
Okay, sure. Anyways, so back to the Brandon Grayson Show. My name is
Wait,
Brin, of
wait, wait,
course.
wait. I think my name should go first.
Grayson Brin.
Okay, it doesn't flow as well, but
But do you want to really spend the entire segment arguing over whose name should go first when it's obviously mine? Like I'm obviously right here.
I mean we can argue about it, but I feel like there's more important things to talk about.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, on to the first topic. I think we should discuss what's been going on recently in music, cueing Mr. 5'2",
He's is
and
he actually 5'2"?
he's very short. He's like the kingdom of short men. He's like the leader of them all. He's a midget. Well,
Let me
no
see.
disrespect, no slight on all midgets out there, but
No, he's actually 5'3".
well, yeah, but like his energy just makes him even shorter.
No, you're right.
So
He is. Yeah, yeah.
in spirit, he's 5 foot. But that's all besides the point. So Mr. Tory Lanez, Daystar,
hmm
has took it upon himself to make an Instagram. Did you even watch the live?
I couldn't bring myself to watch it. I knew he was on some bullshit.
I only seen like snippets on on Instagram and Twitter. So I didn't really watch it in full, but he's basically went live to say a whole bunch of nothing. And I really cannot stand people who do that, like when they talk just to fucking talk and they're not really saying shit to begin with. That was his entire life. And he was talking about the case and he was talking about just very annoying manipulation tactics.
He never said
Such
I didn't shoot her.
Yeah, he never explicitly said, "Oh, I did not shoot Megan Thee Stallion." He just said, "Despite her and what she's doing to me, I'm still her friend. I still love her. I'm still thinking of her that way." And da da da. And it's like, and people are so stupid. Like they're on Twitter, like, "Well, he has a case coming up and he can't say anything incriminating, so of course you can't say that he shot her or not." But it's like at that point, wouldn't it be best to just not say anything at all?
Yeah.
Exactly. So with that said, I really hope that they lock his ass up and throw away the key, swallow the key.
Like they're saying he got indicted or whatever and he's gonna serve like 22 years, but that shit never
I hope
happens.
so.
It never happens.
Lock that nigga up next to R. Kelly.
R.
Well,
Kelly ain't
no,
got too much time left.
he's getting out soon.
No, he like on his life he don't got much time left.
Oh
What are you saying? Oh, are you some kind of rapist apologist or something?
no, I'm saying like I wish he was like gonna be in jail forever,
Uh,
like for the rest of his life type shit. Um, Outside of that guy, I just feel really bad for Megan because like she's not even saying anything, but
I mean, she said a couple of things.
I mean, yeah, like in the beginning, but like since then, of course she's gonna rebuttal back when you got this little fucking man. Like every week, this thing comes up with something new, and of course she's like gonna try to bite back when you got people saying, "Oh, I guess he didn't do it. I guess
hmm
Megan lied. I guess we defended her for no reason." Like just fucking idiots, and
Well,
like
the people who are supporting Megan and the people who are like, I feel like no one switched sides. Like if you was riding for Tory, you still on his
yeah,
side.
true, true, valid. But it's crazy like how the standard is to just be a man to get respect and approval. It's crazy.
It makes me sick. Like people coming out and they're like, "Man, she not even that fine. And is she a gorilla or she's lying?" Blah blah blah. But it's like none of us know what actually happened. I'm going to assume that she got shot because she says she got shot, and there's like evidence of her getting shot. She had to get
Yeah, it would
surgery,
be
shit like that.
different. It would be 100% different if it was like some ex Neva shit where it's like just stories doesn't match, nothing goes together and stuff. But like, bro, she literally went to the hospital. She was fucking bleeding on camera. Like, she has medical records, what happened and everything. All the stories, the only story that even adds up is hers. Like, Tori, his bodyguard, Kelsey hasn't said shit, but like, she's the only story that makes sense according to what happened. And like, everything else is basically fan fiction and theories from fucking losers on the internet. So,
Imagine if
that's
Kylie
that.
Jenner got shot.
Well, that nigga would be in jail. If Kylie got shot, if Kylie got shot, he would have been deported in Canadian jail, no bail for life. Period. But I don't know. People just love to like do black women wrong. So what's new?
I'm
What's
sorry.
tea? Did you say that you're sorry?
Yeah, I don't know
um,
what else to say about that.
I literally just have something written down. Um, so something else. Okay, so like album drops this year. A lot of people dropped albums, but you know how Pop Smoke, they his
Oh
label
my
dropped the album for him.
god.
I know you don't. I know how you feel about Pop Smoke, but this is not going there. I promise. And you know
Okay.
how like they, you know how they dropped the album for Juice WRLD as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel with posthumous album drops. I just feel like it's not very respectful, especially when like it's like where are the proceeds for this going? And when they say, "Oh, it's going to their family," like I'm still kind of wishy about that because like when X died, and I think they dropped an album for him too, and like the money went to his mom,
They dropped like
and
three
I'm like,
albums for him.
yeah, but like wasn't his mom like was a didn't he have a bad relationship with his mom? Like did he never live with her growing up?
Yeah, and it was like, oh, my son is dead. Buy this shirt or something,
Buy
or
this
buy this
T-shirt
merch. Or,
and like shit. Like she was hella doing a lot after he passed away, and that's why like just that I don't really respect posthumous album drops because it just feels shady all around. But with Pop Smoke, I feel like he would 100% want his music to be out because his album sounds like he was actually working on the album before he passed away. But with Juice WRLD, I don't know. Especially because like the timing for it, like Juice WRLD passed away last year, basically this time last year, and then Pop Smoke died earlier this year, but their albums came out like a month away from each other.
mm-hmm.
So it felt like they was just like, okay, we're gonna drop this now since like posthumous albums are like the go-to now.
I feel
It
like
just felt
the
like
label takes like uh most of it anyway.
they do, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It just feels like very opportunistic. It's
It should all
not
just
very.
be released for free.
And isn't it kind of weird as well when you have artists who were like featuring on a song? Like, did they was that co-signed before they passed away, or was they just like, okay, we're gonna get Migos on this, we're gonna
Yeah,
fucking get
with
Lil
X,
TJ
they
on this,
with X, that song with
fucking Lil
Ghost
Wayne and
with
shit.
Quavo and Trippy Red, and it's like X was beefing with
Bro, did
Quavo,
he? Did,
so
I was just saying that. Like, wasn't they like not cool
like
when he
not at all.
died? Like, this that's what's so annoying. And that's why people like that, like I kind of judge people who actually did the features as well because it's like, especially Trippy, like you're a bitch for. Okay, we're gonna cut that out when we edit this, but I just don't agree with that. But yeah, um, another topic for us to talk about as far as like the year coming to an end. Okay, so like usually every year we have like an artist or two that have a really big breakthrough. Um, Last year was pretty much Megan and the Baby's year. This year, I think is definitely for the pop side of music, it's definitely Chloe and Halle. But who do you think on the rap side who like had a really big push through this year?
Uh, I don't know. Like young boy, he's been making a lot of. What is there something funny?
No, I'm just waiting for you to. You said young boy. I'm just waiting for you to finish your statement. That's all. I'm not. I didn't say anything.
He had a lot of breakout hits this year.
He did. He had a good year. That nigga, nah, cause young boy is on some shit. Did you see what he posted on Twitter today?
No.
Well, he didn't post on Twitter, but he did an article. He did an interview, and somebody wrote an article, and it was like, um, NBA young boy wants to impregnate Lil Wayne's daughter next. Like all I could when he said that, like all I can imagine is just NBA Youngboy in video saying, "Not her bitch ass daddy," and then like referring to Lil Wayne
Hmm.
as a bitch ass daddy. Like
Yeah.
that's not gonna fly for me.
It's funny how he's saying like next, like he has like a list people
Like
he plans on impregnating.
it's like a Death Notebook, but instead it's like the Pussy Notebook,
Yeah.
and just or the not really the Pussy Notebook, but like the baby notebook. Who he's
Hmm.
gonna? That's so good. That's scary. Men are so scary.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, that's the whole thing.
So
Oh, we were
what?
talking about breakthroughs. We were talking about
Yeah.
breakthroughs. You got me sidetracked with NBA Youngboy. Okay, so
Uh.
NBA Youngboy, I like
Yeah.
seeing him. It was kind of funny because I kind of see him like getting more radio, like mainstream success. And I remember like a year or two ago when it was like NBA Youngboy is the most streamed YouTube artist, and it was like, who the fuck is
Hmm.
listening to NBA Youngboy? And so now, like being the actual fan of him in the last year or so, it's like I'm the NBA Youngboy fan.
I mean, there's a lot of NBA YoungBoy fans out here, and like once they reach Hawaii, that's how you know you kind of made it, cause these niggas don't
Yeah,
know anything.
he makes really good music. Like when I actually like started listening to him, I was surprised by how good his writing is. I thought he was like, I literally thought he was a mumble rapper at first, but he's not. I mean, that like his accent is
Hmm.
very strong in his music. He's still, I like his music a lot. It reminds. Okay, I'm probably gonna get like, you're probably not gonna like me saying this, but it reminds me of a little bit of Tupac when it comes to like subjects of what he's
Hmm.
talking about. Not like writing ability, not like any of that stuff that like Tupac is famous for, like remembered for. But it just reminds me a lot of like Tupac because I've been listening to a lot of Tupac lately as well. So yeah,
Did you
but
listen
he's
to
a
Alfredo by Freddie Gibbs?
by Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah.
I listen to Freddie Gibbs, but I have not heard that. Is that an album or a
Yeah,
song?
it came out this year and it was really good because it was him and Madlib, and I don't know, I feel like he has a lot of street credit, but
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't really translate to sales. But like he has respect throughout the whole game.
Honestly, I didn't even know like Freddie Gibbs was a name that I always heard around, but I never exactly knew who it was until I heard a song by him. Like I was on Spotify and like a song by him came up, and that shit just sounded hella familiar, and I was like, oh shit, that's who this is. And after that, I listened to his other projects and well, yeah, earlier projects, and he's pretty good. I like his voice. He has like a very good rap voice. I'm very
Hmm.
jealous of that.
I mean, you have a good rap voice. You just gotta put more aggression in it.
I know, but no, I feel like my problem is that I'm not comfortable recording at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I wish I was in an actual studio so I can just like vibe out and like be the artist I want to be. But I'm in my house, I'm in my room, I'm in my garage, so it's like I
You
don't
can't
know.
really turn up.
Yeah, because I want people to be listening and be like, what the fuck did she just say? And then what did she just do? Like
Hmm.
especially when I rap about girls or guys and stuff, it's like weird for me still. But I'm trying to get out of that because I want to put out I don't know, I want to put out like a little 6 song project, but I really want to work on creating my sound. Like how we were talking about yesterday with like the bass beats, bro, that's just gonna sound so hard when I start writing for that. And also, okay, this probably sounds funny to you, but I've also been looking up songs. Well, not looking up, but I've been like listening to songs I know that mention guns. And I'm trying
Mm-hmm.
to create a list of like different names for guns, like 223s, Glocks and nines, like all that shit. Like just every slang term for a gun. I'm trying to like learn.
I mean, you could just. There's plenty of gunsling. It's probably a thesaurus of it. On
I know.
we got your heater, your strap, your
Mhm.
your llama,
Uh huh. FN.
gat. We got
Mhm.
piece, burner, nine, blicky, stick.
Yeah.
Um, it's a lot of them. So I don't think you have any trouble with that. But yeah, when you
But
get
yeah,
creative with it, it sounds real hard.
because I want to just like I want to be hard as hell. I want to be like a hard ass rapper, and I feel like I have it in me. Because I learned today that Travis Scott is a Taurus, and
What
my birthday, what
what am I supposed to
what
say? Why are you telling me that?
Taurus? I mean, Travis Scott is a Taurus. So for me being a Taurus, my birthday is 4 days away from being a Gemini, right? Gemini's Kanye, Tupac, Left Eye, Doja Cat, just to name a few, who are like artists, rappers, they write lyrics. Geminis are some of the best writers that I know. They write good poetry, they write good lyrics, like they are some of the most wisest, smartest lyricists I know when it comes to rapping. And I'm always so upset that I wasn't a Gemini because that writing ability is like untouched, like unmatched.
I mean, you are a good
But
writer.
I know, but I'm saying it would come naturally, it would come better if I was a Gemini. That's how I feel. And Travis Scott is a Taurus, and I like his writing too. I like his production style and everything. So that kind of gave me like a confidence boost that like this fellow Taurus did this, so I can do it too. And that made me really happy figuring that out. Um, I'm like on Freddie Gibbs' Spotify right now, and I see this song that I saved by him with Tyler. And seeing Tyler kind of reminded me that Earl put out a couple projects in the last 2 years. He put out like two projects he did. Have you ever listened to Earl? Like, has that been your thing before?
Of course, of course.
Have you listened to his earlier shit, his projects he did
All of it.
recently?
All
You
of it.
did like Feet of
Yeah.
Clay and
Yeah.
some rap songs.
Yeah.
I
I really
listened to
like
some
some
rap
rap
songs.
songs.
You said you like it.
Yeah, I loved it.
I listened to a couple of the songs, and I don't know how to explain that album because like when it comes to Tyler and Earl, those are two of my favorite rappers who I listen to. Like if I'm like in a mood, if I'm like in a depressing mood, or if I'm in like a just a very somber mood, I'll play Earl. Like I'll play I don't like Shine Go Outside, or I'll play Doris, and like that shit just like gets me in a groove or whatever. But it was kind of weird to place how I felt about some rap songs because it wasn't bad. I liked the album a lot, but it's just nothing. It's very experiment for Earl. I feel like it's very experimental. I
Well,
hope I said that right.
like with Nowhere to Go, like it didn't even sound like a beat. It was like,
It was everywhere. It was crazy.
but it was
That's
beautiful. Like it's
but
so
that's like one of my favorite
raw.
songs. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah.
That's a really good song. Nowhere to go. Um, yeah, I like that song a lot. But also, I feel like that song, not even just that one, but like December 24th. Um, on the way, he has this other song. I feel like those songs are kind of like to me, it's kind of reminiscent of JPEG Mafia sound. Like just the production being everywhere all at once, but like still matching and like going together with each other.
The only difference I have between them is like JPEG's Mafia. His like sound is very chaotic, but it's
Yes,
still
I was gonna say that.
it's still like the drum patterns and stuff are still standard, you know. But
Yeah,
then like with some rap songs, some of this shit it's
Yeah,
like, who the fuck produces? But it's like
that's what I was
not in a
thinking.
bad way, cause it's like this is like it's
It's
crazy.
just like it's like the meme where somebody goes to a restaurant like who cooked this fucking burger,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's like upset, like everybody's scared, and it's like this is the best. Like that's how it is.
Yeah,
Like this is
yeah,
the best burger I fucking listened to. That's how I feel. But I was kind of trying to like play around with the production style that JPEG Mafia uses. Cause like a lot of his he samples sometimes, but when he doesn't sample, it's just like how you said before, like just chaos. But that's so hard to like implement, and it's very hard to like try to copy that down to the T because I don't think it's a method to it. I think he just fucking does
yeah.
that shit.
Like he
But
reminds me
yeah.
of like one of those producers that like you see on YouTube where they just find random shit around the house and just start making noise and then
And
it just comes out.
then that shit just be fire. Like I'm so envious of people who can do that, I swear to God. Like I was watching somebody make a house beat, but it was like no snares, no like nothing on the beat pack. He literally just Googled, oh, what's the sound of a gate creaking? And like he sampled that, and he was like, what is the sound of a well noise? And he sampled that, and like the shit sounds like a legitimate beat. That shit was hard. But like that, the creativity of that, like that's necessary to do that, is like, ugh, I need to get better. But that's why I'm trying to perfect my craft of writing though, so that it'll come naturally.
You listen to Renaissance Boy by the Galimatias?
Yeah.
That's like one of my it's already one of my favorite albums. Like I didn't even
Mm.
know this nigga made music.
Wait, who? By who?
Galimatias, you know the one who produced all of Alina Baraz's old stuff.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Let me see. We got who else? Oh, let's talk about Sa Baby.
Why was I just going through my like songs and I saw him first? Okay, Saw Baby.
Is one of the greatest artists of our generation.
It was funny because you know how the Sada Baby thing happened yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that people were typing in Saw Baby instead of
No,
Sada Baby. People were typing in Saw Baby instead of Sada Baby and like dragging Saw Baby's old posts, and that was funny.
it's gonna get
But
me angry. Like for real.
I haven't fully got into Saw Baby. Like I listened to some of his songs, but I haven't like fully dived into him like you have. Um, his music is interesting to me.
Well, like he has 3 albums and like each one is a hit. I wish he would have like blew up beyond Pull Up with a Stick because he has so many songs that are just like, okay, this should be a banger. This should be a banger. And it's just I don't know why it doesn't have mainstream appeal. Like I know it's getting a little like a little
Okay, wait a second. I think like this nation was material.
no, like I wish all his music was like more mainstream. I want to see him succeed more. Cause like now Squarific is like it's a beautiful song and it's kind of doing numbers on like TikTok and shit like Anime World, all his old shit, and I don't know, I don't think that's enough. So like if his old songs that he dropped in 2018 are doing numbers on TikTok now, how long do we have to wait before Barnacles gets the real recognition it deserves? He
Okay.
said, what did he say? He said, just like a little kid, I got a pack of toys. Come on, man. She got a small top and a big bottom like a trapezoid. Like, I don't think anybody else is doing stuff like that.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
He said, is it the pussy or the mouth? She trying to confuse me. Come on. Come on. He's in seven cars with a He got 7 cars with 11 bitches. 7-Eleven. Nothing.
No, sorry.
All right, all right, all right, all right. He said, "I'm scientific. I'm in these bitches' esophagus. Your bitch is an
That
experiment, and I'm trying to make a hypothesis." Nothing.
no, no, no. Bar was that was pretty good.
It was. It was.
The scientific. What did you say?
I'm in these
Your
bitches'
bitch is the
esophagus.
hypothesis.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That was nice, but mine was like a question.
Okay, that wasn't serious, but I feel like he really plays into the absurdity, and I don't know. It's still ahead of its time. Side Baby is Jesus. Both.
I Jesus, but I don't know about Jesus.
Can we talk about Jesus?
Yeah, it's a pretty good project. I was actually listening to Jesus the other day.
We both
But
are.
I was like going through Kanye West Wikipedia page, and I was like going through his album, and Jesus is like that album has a special place in my heart because I like okay, of course, like Kanye was like a radio artist, used him on the radio growing up, but Jesus was the first project that kind of I actually discovered on my own, you know, to like listen to and stuff, and like Hold My Liquor with Cheap, such a
Mm.
great song.
Did any of these songs make it to the radio?
Um,
Maybe
well,
Black
didn't like
Skinhead,
my skin yet.
but other than that, and it's
Oh,
like I
Brown
don't.
too, kind of.
Oh yeah. But I don't really
Yeah.
care about Jesus being mainstream because it's like it still feels like it's our little secret. It still feels like it's one of his just lesser known albums that no one really likes.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
I mean, I've
I
only
feel
met
like,
a handful of people who actually like it.
no, I feel like the only thing that happened with Yeezus and Kanye is that besides his public debacles, whatever, I feel like Kanye kind of experienced the same thing Tyler did with like his music sound developing and like becoming different as he like learns more about production and shit. And I feel like the same thing kind of happened to Kanye, who like just not fucking with the new sound.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I feel like for me personally, because I didn't really listen to his older albums when I was a kid, it was easier for me to like adapt to Yeezus. So I wasn't like
Hmm. You weren't
missing
accustomed
anything.
to a certain sound yet.
Yeah. Like I basically got hip to him on Yeezus. So like that was the only sound I really knew by Kanye.
Hmm.
But he makes good music. He's just a fucking himself. He's himself, which isn't a bad thing.
I mean, it can be.
Yeah. Okay. So far the year though, my favorite album releases are probably gonna be Sugar by Megan Thee Stallion. That was a
Hmm.
really good album. Um, but yeah, it's like as far as rap album goes, it's gonna be Megan's, Flo Millie's Hawaii's You Here. That was like such a great project. And Top by Amy Boy. That was a really good project too. Did you listen to it?
Yeah,
Did you like it?
I liked it.
You should listen to House Notes album.
Uh, we'll talk about that off the air.
Okay. Alright, I guess we can end it right here then. We're at
Well,
we're at 20.
all right. We got like th- that's not what he said.